One woman is dead and several people injured after a crane collapse in Texas. I'm Laura Podesta, and I'll have details on what the crane company is saying after this tragedy.
3 months, 5 kilometers, and the best part, it's part of 2 young friends' big mission.
Just ahead of 6:30 on this Monday, Jill Lehman, Missy O'Malley with you. We'll have that story from Cody Boyer in just a moment. Our top story, some sad news this morning. A crane collapse in Texas has left 1 woman dead and at least 5 other people injured.
It happened as a line of powerful storms rolled through the area on Sunday. Laura Podesta reports.
Cell phone video captured the horrifying moments when a construction crane toppled over in downtown Dallas on Sunday.
Oh my God, the crane is falling over. Oh my God.
It fell onto a residential apartment building in the Elon City Lights complex.
We can confirm that there was 1 fatality, 2 individuals remain in critical condition, and 3 who suffered injuries during the collapse.
1 woman was killed. Authorities say she was found inside her apartment. This video shows what the crane did to the structure. One resident said it cut straight through the building before coming to rest on top of a parking garage.
The building owners as well as the crane operators will get together and make a plan to make sure the safest way to remove the crane from the structure.
The company that owns the crane issued a statement saying it will cooperate with any investigation into what went wrong. The cause of the collapse is not yet known, but it happened as a powerful storm blew through the city. Winds gusting up to 70 miles an hour sent debris flying into buildings, damaging homes and businesses, and leaving down power lines across the region. At one point, more than 250,000 people in North Texas were without electricity. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
First responders used rescue dogs to assist them in searching through the 468 unit building. All of its residents have now been accounted for.
Unbelievable.
Just terrible.
Weather.
Wow.
Unbelievable. We were just talking about it during that story. What do you do with something like that?
No idea.
I can't even wrap my head around something like that.
It's just awful. That poor woman.
Fortunately
and her
for us,
family.
we're not seeing anything remotely like that, are we, Matt?
No. Temperatures are pleasant, maybe a little crisp in the morning. You'll need maybe a light jacket if you're spending any time outdoors, but most of the day, temperatures should be building back into the mid to upper 60s, even some 70s in the forecast. I think that we stay fairly mild this week. Our rain chances are pretty slim, at least through Wednesday. By Thursday, we start to see a few changes. We'll talk more about that, of course, coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Matt. 6:31 now on this Monday. While we had snow and rain this weekend, some parts of the country have already moved into wildfire season.
Some areas of California are watching the weather as a sand fire roared to life this weekend. Katie Nielsen has our latest update.
This is a disheartening start to the fire season for the folks who live up here in Yolo County. About a year ago, I was up here covering the county fire. That was another early season wildfire that did some major damage, scorched thousands of acres. And the people I talked with then are saying much the same as the folks I talked with today. They're scared and they wonder just how bad it's going to get. The sounds of summer in rural Yolo County are now the sounds of rotor blades for Roberta and her family.
We follow them down to the creek and watch them get water, and we know where they go, and that's sad.
They've lived on this chicken farm outside Rumsey for more than 40 years and have seen firsthand this new normal of extended wildfire seasons.
Starting this early is frightening because right now, I mean, we have it 3 weeks ago, it was 60 degrees up here and raining.
This weekend's red flag conditions with triple-digit temperatures, low humidity, and strong winds dried out all the brush, allowing the sand fire to spread quickly after it started yesterday afternoon.
And that does change the way we look at the rest of the season, because when we see it running pretty fast now, we know it's only going to get worse the rest of the summer.
Overnight last night and into today, the fire was burning mainly in the hills west of Rumsey, moving south.
This morning, most of the activity was up around here, but now it's shifted down into here.
There are now more than 600 firefighters attacking the flames from the air and the ground, hoping to keep the fire off the valley floor and away from nearby homes. But for Roberta, her husband Jim, and her sister Karen, there's little they can do but try to stay cool on the front porch and wait to see which way the fire blows.
And that's the hard part. We don't know. We don't know. it's scary. That part of it's scary.
This specific area off of Highway 16 was not impacted by PG&E's preemptive power shutoffs ahead of these red flag conditions, but power in this area turned off for many homes as firefighters try to get containment lines around this fire.
Crazy that it's already starting.
Absolutely true.
Let's take it back home here for just a moment. A pair of friends are making it their mission to help Bozeman's trails, and they're doing it all from scratch. The fact that they aren't just kids isn't stopping them.
That's a fact. MTN's Cody Boyer introduces us to Nomi and Maya's Run to the Trails challenge and what makes it so special.
We have 37 people signed up on our website right now.
5Ks are just like a perfect community event.
A love for trails that grew into something else. For 13-year-old Nomi Friedman and her friend 12-year-old Maya Kiefer, it started with a few ideas.
We both love to run, and we run on these trails and bike and hike on these GVLT trails daily. And so we thought that creating this 5K would be a really good way to fundraise, obviously, for GVLT.
I was like, I think I really want to do something for GVLT. But then Nomi was like, oh, I'm organizing this 5K. And I'm like, can I please help?
A couple months ago, we got a very professional and mature voicemail from a young lady who said that she wanted to raise money for the Gallatin Valley Land Trust for her bat mitzvah.
The duo took their idea to GVLT and like pros.
It's just been really great because they've come in here, they've met with us, they've asked all the questions, they learned the ins and outs of planning a race.
They're humongous, and we knew that we were going to have to dial it back a little bit for this one because obviously we go to school every day and don't have a lot of time.
Like, we gave ourselves 3 months.
Yeah, and they went quickly.
Maya and Nomi's 5K is like a professional 5K. They have a very large route around this area, but they want to keep their mission clear. It's all about keeping these trails the way they are or better.
Our trails are important and that we need them and we need our nature, and we're going to work for that.
That gives runners another reason to lace up. The race is timed perfectly along with GVLT's Summer Challenge.
Every 3 miles that a person runs an hour race, that's $3.
It's really amazing because I feel like as much as we've been doing, it doesn't seem like as much has happened.
The best part, every cent will go to GVLT.
I think it's very important for kids our age to be able to have the resources that they have, like these trails and the nature we have here. And I think it shows also that kids our age can organize and make a difference.
The race is less than a week away, set for 10 a.m. on June 15th, taking runners through Lindley Park and up Pete's Hill. That's right, they plan the course too.
That's the biggest takeaway, is that everyone can help with everything. Run for the trails!
In Bozeman, Cody Boyer, MTN News.
Great philosophy. Everyone can help with everything.
Absolutely,
that's
certainly.
a fact right there. Write that down, people. Maya and Nomi also set up a web page with all the details of what you need to know. You can find that on our website.
I love it. I love their drive.
Everyone can help with
and
everything.
I like how EJ said a very professional voicemail.
That's it.
Mature and
Can't wait to see
professional
what
voicemail.
happens.
Yep. Now this week under the big sky, Carl Strong and a small group of bicycle enthusiasts decided to tackle a new challenge together.
Moving beyond steel and titanium, the group has taken on the challenge of making carbon fiber bike frames. Not only are they using the remarkable material, they're also working to create the best bike possible.
Under the Big Sky is sponsored by Rocky Mountain Vein Clinic and Markovich Real Estate.
I've been building metal bikes for 25 years. We are 99.9% done developing that technology. Carbon fiber is a fairly undeveloped technology as it is applied to bicycles. An average steel frame will weigh about 4 pounds, titanium frame 3. We can make carbon fiber frames that are 1.5 pounds. No matter which way you bend a piece of metal, it's going to respond to you exactly the same way. With carbon fiber, we can make it soft in one direction and stiff in another. That allows you to shape the way the bike feels to the way the bike's being used, which is really special, something metal can't do. As a material geek, it was only natural that I adopt carbon fiber. It's not as easy to do as though, because it is heavily dependent on engineering, incredibly technical. We could have never done it unless we had the team to do it. The team is myself, my wife Loretta, Phil Cochran, and Jared Nelson. But we also have an engineer, his name's Jeff Wyatt. We're lucky enough to all be here together in the same town. Let's all join forces and tackle carbon fiber. So we started Pursuit Cycles, and so the name Pursuit really just comes from our desire to make the best bike that can be made. Our customers, when they buy a bike from Pursuit, they know they're leaving nothing on the table. All the performance they can get anywhere in the world is there, but more importantly, I think they're part of our pursuit. They share that same goal and desire and passion. It's just sort of a way of living your life, you know, always learning, always improving. It's the same mission.
Oh, I do love those bikes. You can watch and rewatch any of our Under the Big Sky stories by simply visiting our website.
There you go. And I know you have watched that many times.
Yes, I have.
Coming up on 640, in this month's Awaiting Child feature, Kenny is an active 14-year-old boy with cerebral palsy, but he doesn't let that slow him down.
MTN's Mitch Loggy caught up with the self-described video game junkie while he was racking up some high scores.
I got 35 again!
Meet Kenny, a young man that seems to always be on the bright side. He's got cerebral palsy, but you wouldn't know that unless you were told, because Kenny is always on the move with his favorite activity, video games.
It always sends me to my happy place, which is gaming, of course. There doesn't have to be points involved. It's just the racking up, whether it's racking up a high score in an arcade, beating my enemies to a bloody pulp. It's always fun.
Kenny has this way about him. I think it's impossible to walk away from Kenny without a smile on your face.
And as you can see, my shirt clearly states, no one can take me down at an arcade. So anyone willing to try is more than welcome.
But that's all in good fun. Besides video games, Kenny has an imagination that's been captivated by sci-fi, comic books, and especially Star Wars. In a forever home, Kenny would like to have siblings to share his passions with.
I'm just really looking for a family who will love me and hopefully let me play video games.
But he has a few simple requests.
I only ask that you respect my personal space, my personal property, and that you love me the best that you can.
A loving family and a home. Things that every child deserves.
Camera's turning off. Anything else you want to say?
Well, in case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I'm quoting a movie there.
In Billings, Mitch Laggy, MTN News.
That's awesome. If you'd like to learn more about Kenny or are interested in fostering or adoption, head on over to our websites and search for Awaiting Child.
Just love me the best you can.
That's it.
I love that.
Me too.
We do have to take a quick break. Stay with us. It is